The violation that you were arraigned on was on September 3rd. Was that you failed to enroll in testing at EverHealth, that you also failed to enroll at CBT at Cognitive Consultants, and that you failed to provide proof of employment. That's what you're pleading guilty to?
Yes.
Okay, you understand that if you plead guilty, you could be sentenced to jail time for penalty. You understand that your probation could be extended, or you could have additional oversight as well. You understand that?
Yes.
So, anybody threatening you to waive your hearing? Okay. And you understand you have the right to have the hearing?
Yeah.
Anybody promising you anything if you give up your hearing today?
No.
As to the violations that I just read, which are that you failed to enroll in testing at EverHealth, that you failed to enroll in cognitive behavioral therapy, and that you failed to provide proof of employment, how do you plead? Factual basis.
Thank you. Mr. Hunter, is it true that on March 19th of 2024, you were subject to sentencing by Judge Simmons?
Yeah.
And at that time, you were put on probation, correct? And you were given a series of orders on probation. One of those orders was to enroll in random testing at EverHealth.
Yeah.
One of those was also to enroll in cognitive behavioral therapy as on probation, correct?
Yeah.
And the other one was to maintain or obtain employment and provide proof of that, correct? And is it true that at the time your probation officer submitted the violations that you had not at that time enrolled in random testing at EverHealth?
Yeah.
At that time? And is it true that at the time that Mr. Nebbs submitted this report, you also had not yet enrolled in cognitive behavioral therapy? And is it also true at the time of the submission of these violations that you had not maintained or obtained employment? Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Anything from the county?
No, Your Honor, the people are satisfied.
The board is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. That's here. Doesn't look like you're making a good impression on your probation officer. Says that your overall attitude was poor, overall responsibility or acceptance of responsibility poor, overall progress poor. This is defendant has been non-compliant since the start of probation. He's failed to enroll in testing, cognitive therapy, and failed to get a job. He's been given multiple chances to figure it out, but chooses to make excuses and procrastinate. Counsel, you can address the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to review this report from Mr. Nebbs, and I believe at the time of its writing, it was fair and accurate. I do think Mr. Hunter has had several conversations with Mr. Nebbs since this time. He's also had a couple with me about kind of facing reality here on the problems that are facing him if he doesn't kind of get it together here. Given that what he has done since his arraignment is take steps to address each of the three issues here today. He has at this time enrolled in the random testing at EverHealth. He's done at least one test with them since his arraignment. He is also enrolled in the cognitive behavioral therapy with COGS. He's completed one session so far and has the second one scheduled. He also has found a job. He went through orientation yesterday with McAllister's and is accepting a full-time position with them. So certainly at the time this was written about a month ago, this is a completely fair assessment of the situation at that time. It sounds like Mr. Nebbs had a pretty tough conversation with Mr. Hunter, and I think Mr. Hunter started to get that this is a really, really big problem for him if he's not getting himself on board here. So he's taken some serious steps since his arraignment to get himself on track here.
You really just saved the day just now because I was concerned about where we're gonna go from here. You're a nice guy. You always come to court nice and present well. You're respectful. It's really sad because I hate to put nice people in jail, but if you won't do what I tell you to do, I don't have a choice. But it looks like you are getting yourself on track. That's what we want to hear. You've already done your orientation for your new job. We like to hear that. It looks like you've tried to make at least one payment on your fines and costs. I want you to continue doing that, but I'm more concerned. I want you to continue to do that, but I'm really concerned about the testing and the cognitive behavioral therapy that I want you to get. Because I want to make sure you have the tools that you need so that you can be successful. So we don't have to see you on this side anymore.
I started the classes on Zoom.
That's good. That's very good. Because as much as Ms. Sutter loves spending time with you, she wants to see you grow and she doesn't want to have to represent you anymore. She doesn't want you to have to need representation. Not in this capacity. You understand?
Yeah.
So you started your new job or you're going to be starting your new job?
I start next week, but I got training this week.
Okay, so you got training this week. You're taking your classes and you started testing. Okay, very good. So the next report that I'll get from Mr. Deeves is that he thinks you should be discharged early, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're supposed to be on probation, I think, until March. So if you do what you're supposed to do, it's possible that he may recommend you getting off early, okay?
okay.
And doing what you're supposed to do includes going to work and providing evidence of that, not getting in any trouble, not getting any violations, and doing all the programming the court told you to do, which I think I only ordered you to do, cognitive behavioral therapy. And so continue to do that. I'll hold 3 days in county jail in abeyance. I'm not going to extend your probation at this time because at this time you still got at least 6 months to go. So he did request me to extend it 3 months. I don't know that it's meaningful. If I find that you can't complete what the court required of you to do within these next 6 months, then I will extend it. But I think right now you're doing well. You pulled it together.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Is there anything you want to share today?
Is there anything you want to tell us?
Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, no, not really. I just
Okay.
want to say I appreciate you.
Okay, I appreciate you doing what you're supposed to do. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people. Thank you.
Nothing further, thank you.
Go up to you, sir.
Thanks,
Thank you. Oh, I have this. File back for Ms. Jackson.
The restitution wasn't included in the finding part. So I just wanted to make sure you see that. I don't need to add it.
Do I have the file?
I think she just sent up, the restitution sheet is attached, but I think she just sent up the probation file.
I don't know where it is. That's probably, that's the problem.
At the, I listened to the, when she took the plea.
It was at the police, she stipulated to it.
Yeah.
That changes the total quite substantially. Let's see here. That's Ms. Jackson. And it's Mr. Hunter. And why do I have this file? Trivia? Is that for me? Yeah, I was supposed to take it out the inbox. It's a sentencing file, maybe he's got sentencing coming up.
Yeah, we have to do the thing first.
9:20 at 9 AM. He does. Okay, sir, what's your name?
Snyder.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Snyder, 24-00676, council appearance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Casey Markarian appearing on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Snyder, who's present on my right.
Okay, Mr. Snyder, you have a probation violation hearing today. You were arraigned on that violation on September 3rd. You pled not guilty. Violation is alleging that you failed to submit to random testing back on June 14th, June 25th, July 9th, July 29th, August 1st, and August 8th. Are we having a hearing today?
No, Your Honor.
So you're gonna plead guilty to that, sir?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down. Okay, so you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at that hearing. If you can't, or I'm sorry, you are represented by attorney, however, if you plead guilty to the violation, you could be facing jail time for the penalty. You understand that?
Yes.
You also could have an increased sanction or oversight. I could extend your probation, or I could impose something like a scram or soberly tether to monitor your alcohol if I find you in violation of your conditions. You understand that? As to the violations that you failed to test on the dates of June 14th, June 25th, July 9th, July 29th, August 1st, and August 8th. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Mr. Snyder, is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by the court in May this year?
Yes.
Part of that probation, were you ordered to submit to testing?
Yes.
Is it true that you failed to submit to testing on June 14th,
Yes.
June 25th,
Yes.
July 9th,
Yeah.
July 29th,
Yes.
August 1st,
Yes.
August 8th?
Yes.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Your Honor, people are satisfied with that COVID.
The court is satisfied, and I accept your plea. I find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. The probation department is indicating that the overall attitude is poor. Acceptance of responsibility is fair to poor, and that overall progress has been fair. Defendant has failed to initiate services that ever help. You can address the court, counsel.
Your Honor, I think Mr. Snyder certainly has, well, he's continued to participate in his MRT classes as ordered. I think he's doing well there. I think classes. I don't think he's completed that yet. Is that right, Mr. Snyder?
No, I've done every class though.
You've done every class.
Yes. I have class tonight too.
Why didn't you enroll in testing?
I just haven't had the money. That's all it is.
Money?
Money. I have no problem doing it. I can do anything that's free.
You're not working?
No, I'm on disability.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna continue your probation. You're on probation to November 16, 2024. I'm gonna suspend testing. You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Craybill? Well, Mr. Craybill, I'm supposed to arraign you, but you got on a Patriot shirt, so I gotta give you special treatment.
Oh,
Oh,
apologize.
We're a Patriots nation in here.
not when you got a Bills fan as your prosecutor.
Well, not when you're judged from Boston.
But that's from
Home of champions. You gotta ask Mr. Milks what happens to the last person who went against the Patriots in here. I think he had to get Mr. Palmer to represent him.
Big think I found out what we're gonna be arguing about.
Okay, it looks like you owe us some money. Let's
Yes.
see. $100 for both, 102, 102.
Yes.
For expired meters. When are you gonna pay these, sir?
Today.
Both?
Yes.
Well, why are we renting them? Like, give the, free the guy. Okay, I'll get you over to the criminal trappers. You can pay this and you can go on being a Patriots fan. Good luck to you, sir.
I was gonna apologize, but my dress.
No, you don't need to apologize for the Patriots. And typically, you wouldn't be able to wear the muscle shirt in here, but I'm gonna let you slide.
Right. Thank you.
Have a good one. Did you wear it with that New York hat though?
No. It's
Oh,
not.
no, I was gonna say.